sometimes when you're sewing, you'll sew around the fabric and then leave a small opening to turn it. And this happens a lot when you're making like stuffed things, like say a pillow or a stuffed animal or something like that. So now you've got it turned right side out, but you have this opening that needs to be sewn shut. So you want to do that in a way that your stitches are still not going to show. And to do that, we'll use something called a slip stitch. So for that, you would want to fold in the excess fabric here that would be on your raw edge of your fabric. You want that to be on the inside, just like the rest of the hems. And normally I would go then and iron this. And then I've got my needle again prepared with just a few inches pulling through one side. And then on the longer side, I've got a knot tied. So the first thing we're gonna wanna do is open up that hem there. We're gonna take the needle up inside the fold and bring it out on the fold line. So you can see it's coming out right there on the fold. And bring that up, and then the knot's gonna catch on the inside. So the next thing you wanna do is take your needle across the hole here that we're sewing up, push it down into the top of the fold, and then we're just gonna grab a little bit of the fabric traveling along that fold line. So you can see that there. And the travel happens inside the fabric so that you don't see the thread. And then pull that through. And then once you pull that, you're just left with a tiny little stitch right there that again, we wouldn't see if we were using the matching thread color. So from this side, I'm gonna go back across to the other side of the hole, travel to the left about 1/4 of an inch under that fold, and then pull that through. So then you would just keep going back and forth, again across to the other side, go about 1/4 of an inch and along that fold there, and then pull that across. So continue that along the entire hole, and then you'll have nice hidden stitches. And once you have gotten to the end here, you can go to the opposite side, grab a little bit of that fabric there. Again, making sure nothing is coming on this side of the fold. We're working in that fold the entire time. I'm gonna pull that and then leave a loop, and then take my needle up through the loop, pull that, and that gives us the beginning of a knot, and then do that one more time in the same spot, if you can. And that will give you a double knot. And then to hide our tail here, just go ahead and poke the needle down through the fabric and then bring it up in the seam over here. Give that a little tug and then cut this excess off as close to the fabric as possible. And that gives you a nice invisible way to seal up an opening in some fabric using the slip stitch.